Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WrestleMania 41 is done and dusted with, and Triple H has a lot to talk about. Appearing on the WrestleMania post-show, the game addressed each and everything that happened on night 2, and in the process, he dropped a blockbuster tease. The tease had to do with a potential new signing for WWE, one that the 55-year-old believes will be involved in several future WrestleMania shows. The star in question, of course, is the man whose name is on everyone's lips, the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry. The star made a surprise appearance at the Show of Shows tonight and served as Randy Orton's last-minute opponent. Unfortunately, he could not pick up the win, but Triple H had nothing but good things to say about him. The cerebral assassin recalled how he told Hendry this was going to be the first of many WrestleManias for him. He even gave the 36-year-old some sage advice, telling him that this would be his easiest appearance on the grandest stage of them all, and that the pressure would keep increasing from here on out. Given the high praise, it's safe to assume that Joe Hendry will be hearing his name called on by WWE quite a bit in the future. Perhaps this will lead to him permanently joining the locker room further down the line. Mithin is a pro wrestling writer who covers WWE news stories at Sportskeeda. He holds an MBA degree and has 4 years of content writing experience working for the likes of the Sports Rush and Give Me Sport. His association with SK goes way back, as he wrote for the pro wrestling division earlier too, and interned with the team while pursuing his undergraduate degree. Mithin's writing style is inspired by the storytelling abilities of Japanese mangakas Eiichiro Oda, Masashi Kishimoto, and English authors like George R. R. Martin and J.R.R. Tolkien. He strives to keep his reports accurate and relevant by keeping up to date with the pro wrestling world and catering to reader preferences. He is a huge fan of Seth Rollins' workhorse mentality and Sami Zayn's never say die spirit. He says that if he could go back to the Attitude Era, he would love to manage Kurt Angle and bring out his wrestling machine character much earlier in his career. In his free time, Mithin watches, reads, and makes videos about sports on his YouTube channel, The Daily Raid. He also enjoys gaming, watching anime, and reading manga. The confetti hadn't even settled. The echo of the final bell was still vibrating through the rafters of Allegiant Stadium. Fireworks burst through the Vegas sky like it was New Year's Eve. And while the WWE Universe was catching its collective breath after an unforgettable WrestleMania 41, Paul Triple H Levesque stepped into the media room with a sly smile and a glimmer in his eye. Clad in a sharp charcoal suit, his beard a little grayer, but his presence as commanding as ever, Triple H wasn't just walking in as the chief content officer. He entered with the aura of a man holding a secret, a megaton revelation, coiled behind his lips, ready to drop the kind of tease that would send shockwaves across the wrestling world. "We made history tonight," Triple H began, adjusting the microphone with his signature cool. "But if you think this was the climax, you haven't been paying attention." There was a pause. He leaned forward. The room went still. Tonight wasn't the end of the story. It was the prologue. A night of legends, surprises, and passing torches. WrestleMania 41 had delivered everything a fan could dream of. Cody Rhodes retained in a brutal Iron Man match that solidified his reign. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch tore the house down in what some are calling the greatest women's match in Mania history. CM Punk shocked the world by appearing ringside, limping but proud, throwing a cold stare toward Seth Rollins, planting seeds that fans knew would bloom by SummerSlam. But the real twist came in the final moments of the night. As Roman Reigns stood at the top of the ramp, watching Cody hold the championship, a massive screen behind him flickered. At first, it was static. Then came a cryptic, glitched-out video package, a montage of clips spanning eras: ruthless aggression, attitude, PG era, reality, all crashing into each other like a timeline collapsing. The screen flashed a silhouette. Not Roman. Not Cody. Not Rock. "You know who I am. But you don't know why I'm here." The callback to the famous WCW Invasion line sent the wrestling community into a frenzy. Fans turned to each other in disbelief. Was WWE teasing that level of crossover? Was this the beginning of a new war, or something even bigger? The media scrum. Triple H feeds the fire. Back in the press room, reporters were on edge. Everyone wanted the scoop. Was this just a wink to the past, or a harbinger of something seismic? Triple H didn't say much, but what he did say hit like a sledgehammer. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We are not just building a roster. We are building a universe. A multiverse, if you will. Gasps. Phones lit up. Twitter/X exploded. He smirked again. There are doors. Some of them are open. Some of them are about to be kicked down. One journalist asked directly, "Are you saying what we think you're saying? Is WWE looking beyond its own borders?" Triple H didn't confirm. He didn't deny. Instead, he dropped the tease heard around the world. "All I'm saying is this. If you thought tonight was big, wait until SummerSlam. Or better yet, WrestleMania 42. Reddit threads spawned like wildfire. TikTok sleuths dissected the glitch frame by frame. Someone claimed they saw a J and a G in the static. Johnny Gargano? Jungle Boy? Jeff Jarrett? Fans even theorized it could be a returning WWE legend like John Cena in a completely reimagined persona. The most popular theory? WWE was prepping a long-term storyline that would rival the original NWO invasion. Only this time, it wouldn't be limited to a company takeover. It could be a crossover between promotions, a multiversal war. Triple H's cryptic line about doors only added fuel to the fire. Was this a jab at the forbidden door, the AEW and JPW cross-promotional concept? Or was WWE about to create its own forbidden door? Of course, it wouldn't be Triple H if he didn't keep fans guessing. His playbook is clear. Give just enough to start the conversation, but never enough to end it. This isn't the first time WWE has leaned into the power of long-term storytelling. From the Bloodline saga to Cody Rhodes' redemption arc, Triple H has shown that he's willing to plant seeds years in advance. Could this be another slow-burn masterpiece? One WWE insider, speaking anonymously, hinted that we're about to enter a new era of storytelling, bigger than anything the company has ever done. We're not just talking about rivalries, the source said. We're talking about narratives that span generations, promotions, and even realities. Whatever Triple H has planned, one thing is certain, it's already working. Merchandise sales spiked overnight for anything related to the cryptic teaser. The line, "You know who I am," trended #1 on X for over 6 hours. Podcasts, YouTube reactions, and wrestling TikTok are all locked in speculation mode. And Triple H, he's playing the long game. Sitting at the top of his throne like the cerebral assassin he's always been. Only now, he controls not just the game, but the entire board. Enjoy the ride, folks. The game has changed. Whatever happens next, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, or WrestleMania 42, Triple H just reminded the world why WWE is still the industry leader. Not by looking back, but by stepping into something completely new. This really might be just the beginning. Want a version of this style like a WWE.com article, social post thread, or something else? Let me know. I got you.